Hey everybody, how's it going? Quick tool haul for you guys. First thing I picked up was this Ryobi USB lithium. It's a 15 accessories, USB rechargeable, tool-free quick change, 4 times faster accessory changes, rotary tool kit. Comes with the little charging cord, battery, the rotary tool itself, and an assortment of things to use with it. Sanding discs, buffing discs, little grinding discs, stuff like that. So what is this? 4 volts, 2 amp hour, blah, 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 RPM, 5,000 to 25,000. I haven't tried it. I did open it, so you guys don't have to worry about me cutting my hands open. I know how you worry. I know I worry. There's the battery. I did cut it open because I wanted to take this in the house to charge it for this trial. You plug the one end of the cord in here and the other one into a USB, and it charges it up. It took about 2 hours, but I had it on a fairly low amp charge. So anyway, that's it. I know nothing about this. I've never tried one. I haven't seen any reviews. I just thought, you know what? I don't really like my Milwaukee rotary tool. It's too big. There's that. What else we got in here? We've got the accessory kit and the charge cord, and of course some instructions that nobody needs. Those are for suckers. All right, so let's see what we get in the little accessory pack here. Plastic cover, some buffing wheels, some sanding drums. I don't know, this looks like some polishing paste, I'm gonna guess. Different collet, some other tools to use with it. Wire wheel, some kind of cutting disc. Just put that off to the side for now. Let's see. So I would assume that just unscrews, and it does. And this would go in that way. It can only put it in one way. You see it's got a flat side on the battery. You can't screw that up. Locked into place. Let's see. I like it already. So it goes from 1 to 5 on the speed settings. That's the on-off switch there. It's off, on. Your speed switch is a rotary dial. It's got nice little grips here. These are handy, these little grippy pads for if you're grinding something like that. This is to lock the collet. So you don't need a tool, you just turn that, I'm assuming. Of course, it's probably super tight. So yeah, that's that. I may do another video on it on its own, may not. Now, 2 other things I picked up. Where I've been doing a lot of wheel bearings lately, and so I got a couple things that will make my life a little easier. First off is this, what do they call it? Bearing puller. I want this for pulling the bearing race that gets left over on the hub all the time. This is small enough that you can see I should be able to get on there deep enough here. You can just stick that in there. There we go. Turn that up. So basically what you'll do is you'll put this down like that, hook these underneath the bearing race. Let me see if I got a bearing race laying around here. Just a second, folks. I know I got them somewhere. There we go. All right, so normally when you're pulling apart a hub, you pull the hub out of the bearing, this race stays on the hub. And see, normally I cut it off. Sometimes you can't get in there, like my Jetta was a real problem. So what you do is usually this is sitting, let's see, what have we got I can use for temporary? That's too small. That's close enough. Okay, so let's say this is your axle, your hub, and this is your bearing race. And it's usually sitting about like that. You've usually got a little clearance underneath. So what you do, I'll show you this thing in action once I'm actually doing a bearing maybe. Now this has a hollow head, most don't. So yeah, what you do is, this could be an issue, not sure, we'll see. So yeah, what you'd want to do is get these, so you'd adjust those as wider than that. Let's pull that out. You want them wide enough so the race will get in there. Come on. Not quite. All right. Perfect. So you get that in there, then you tighten these up. So you get a firm grasp on it. And then basically what you'll do is you'll turn this and it'll put pressure down on the shaft of the hub and pull the race right off of whatever you're trying to pull it off of. So that's that. Can't tell you how well it works because I just bought it, but I have a feeling it'll work fairly well. Geez, I couldn't get it in there, now I can't get it out. All right, there we go. So this is adjustable to fit different size things. As you can see, it goes narrow, wide. These top pieces are a bit of a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, so let's just snug these up a little bit so it's not falling apart. All right, that's good enough for that. I'll just set that aside. Over there. Get rid of that. Okay, now the next thing I got, it's fairly big and I haven't even opened it yet. So it was on sale at Princess Auto. It is Powerbilt 21-piece master axle puller set, kit number 41. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this sucker up and see what we got. Look at that. I think that's the only thing aside from these holding it shut. And it is, and I opened it upside down. Why would they put that like that? Alright, so now this would go like that. This would go like that. That goes in there. Like that. Not even sure where all this stuff goes. That goes like that. That goes like that. That goes like that. That goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. Perfect. This. Where does this go? I don't know. Let's put it in the center of the thing. That'll work. So we've got that. We've got some instructions. Oh, the instructions are actually laminated cardboard screwed to the box so you don't lose them. So this is basically a 3-jaw puller, or you can set it up as a 2-jaw puller using, that's your 3-jaw puller, so you'll hook 3 of these in there, and I'm sure you guys know what a 3-jaw puller looks like. And then you use this if you want to use a 2-jaw puller. This would probably also work for the hubs, the bearing race. Screw for if you're pulling sheet metal or something. These look like bearing pullers. Inside bearings. And it's how many pounds is this thing again? I forget. It's like something like 10 pounds. It's a fairly heavy puller. So what you do for pulling bearings is you screw this onto your lug nuts like that. So you find whichever one fits. Screw the the puller onto there, slide hammer. You know, it's basically like a big dent puller. Grab that, pull it back until you pull the hub right out of its place. They work well. I had one. I don't know what I did with it. It got lost somewhere in the move when we moved to this house. So let's make sure all this stuff is going to stay in there. If I tip this over, that goes there. So yeah, this thing was like $100 on sale. If it saves me the trouble I had with the last one, well worth it. You take wheel bearings into a shop to get them done, and you're looking at about $200 a side here where I live anyway. That's $200 per bearing. So this thing's $100. A bearing cost me $50. You know, there you go. So you have yourself a tool. You've done it yourself, and you have the tools to do it again if the need arises. Yeah, that's about it. I'll just do another quick little thing before I go. I made this the other day. I've got my old, hold on a second here. I've had this old Astro Pneumatic 12 volt portable power supply and emergency jump starter. Astro Pneumatic number 7775. And it's worked great. It just stopped holding a charge. So, anyway, yeah, it worked great, but it stopped holding a charge, and you know, I can charge it all night, and it'll hold a charge for about a day or two, and then it just dies on its own. So it's about 10 years old now, so it's lived its life, it's served its purpose. I have a new one to replace it. I did replace it, but that one's broken also. The part where the cables, they had a connector on the end that plugged into there on the new one, and it broke. It pushed the thing in so you can't get it. I'm gonna fix it. In the meantime, I cut the cables off this old Astro one, put a couple connectors on the end. See those? I have this that I ordered from Amazon a couple years ago or a year ago. I was going to use it to put the headlight on my mini bike. It just fits a Ryobi battery inside and has two wires coming off it, positive and negative. Came with a little connector too that you can use with it. I chose not to. So I put these connectors on it. You take a regular Ryobi battery, put that on, put the black into the negative, the red to the positive, and you now have yourself a Ryobi jump pack for boosting your car. It does work. Yes, it's 18 volts. It will not harm your car. Might be careful as driving, you know, a Lamborghini, a Porsche or something. Not too worried about it. It's worked on my Volkswagen and it's worked on my F-150 without hurting anything. So there you go. And I've got plenty of these Ryobi batteries, so I should be good for a while. I do plan on replacing the actual jump pack at some point here though. So yeah, so that's about it. Too much stuff here. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And that's it, yeah. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch my video. See you later.